This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Please attend class. Jack, we have some homework to attend to.
We do, Swanee. If you want to win $1,000 cash, we are revealing our 9 Now streaming task. We've been doing it the last few Mondays. Today's 9 Now streaming task is in episode 2 of My Life is Murder. The episode starts with a flashback scene. How many years earlier does this scene take place? Head to 9 Now and find the answer, then head straight to the Nova Player app and register the answer for your chance to win. Tomorrow, we will be calling someone back and awarding them that $1,000 cash. 9 Now is your world of free entertainment with your favourite shows, exclusive series, live news, sport and more. Stream free now.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I love Margot Robbie.
Same.
Like, what a stylish, sensible woman.
And like how cool that we get to claim her
I know.
as an Aussie. Like it's someone that you're properly proud of.
You know, I loved her right from the beginning. My friend, when I was working in breakfast radio in Melbourne before we met,
Yeah.
I was with Jane Hall
Yes.
on Chrissy and Jane. And Jane had recently been working, or was still working, I think, on Neighbours with an actress that nobody knew. And her nickname was Maggot.
Maggots.
And they would often talk on the phone and Jane would be like, "Morning, Maggot." And I thought, I like this girl. I like it.
I miss Rebecca Napier and
Yeah, I
Paul
know.
Robinson.
The good Stephen Dennis. Anyway, Margot Robbie has had her baby
How good.
and she hasn't revealed it. Someone has found out. There hasn't been a press release. There hasn't been a baby photo. We don't know the name of the baby. And I love that. I love the privacy. It's the same as she's been married to her husband, Tom Ackley,
Yeah.
for 8 years.
Yep.
And they've been going out longer than that. No one even knew that they were
An item.
an item until they got married. They didn't tell anybody. They still haven't.
It shows that if you want to keep stuff private, you can.
She's obviously got that very clear line of what is her business and what is everyone else's business.
Yes.
And I love it. I endorse that.
And some trustworthy mates too that can
Yeah.
keep stuff quiet.
well, yeah,
'Cause
they just understand that
Yeah.
that's not anyone's business.
it says here that reportedly she welcomed the baby on October 17. That's nearly 3 weeks.
yeah,
of
nearly
keeping a
3
secret.
weeks. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it wouldn't have felt like keeping a secret though. Like it just would. She just
Yeah.
had a baby.
It's my life.
I love it. Anyway, congratulations, Margot. How exciting, a little baby boy. He'll have a
Cute.
classy name too, I reckon. Now let's move on to Kamala Harris. Now everyone is talking about the US election. Wednesday is the big day if you're into that sort of thing.
Yes, I think 10 a.m. coverage starts Wednesday for us here in Australia.
I don't know if this is the sort of thing you should admit. My care factor is 0.
No, that's fine. I'm kind of with you.
Because I just feel like it's not my country. I don't vote. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I think the argument is that it could affect us, though, in some certain ways.
everything that
and-
happens
Yeah.
in the world affects you somehow. There's always the butterfly effect. But
Yeah.
nobody knows. I like the pop culture side of it. Like, I love it when Donald Trump says something stupid.
Yeah.
I love it when Kamala Harris says something amazing or
Yeah.
relatable or funny, or when they do things that you go, ooh, that's not a normal
Yeah.
politician thing to do. And Kamala's very kind of savvy in that way.
She is. I mean, the fact that she got onto Charlie XCX's Brat campaign, like, very early on says a lot.
Very, very smart woman, and she's appeared on Saturday Night Live. The great Maya Rudolph has been assigned her character. She's going to be Kamala forever. I mean, I sort of hope she becomes the president, but this is what unfolded on Saturday Night Live.
I don't really laugh like that, do I?
A little bit. Now, Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos
And end the drama.
with a cool new stepmamala. Kick back in our pajamas and watch a rom Kamala.
Like Legally Blondula.
And start decorating for Christmas. Fa la 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 la. Because what do we always say? Keep Kamala and carry on a la.
This is the thing. Maya Rudolph is so good, I can't tell who's saying what.
I know, you have to really listen. It's only because
Yeah.
I've seen it. Kamala is a little bit deeper.
A little
ever
bit.
so slightly.
Yeah. Gosh, they're so clever on Saturday Night Live. Anyway, we're going to be on air on Wednesday. If you are over the election, we are here for you.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Almost the end of Monday. I tell you what, Joel is going to be beside himself today because not only is the US election going on, there's all of this wicked stuff as well.
Yeah, I know. He was hosted it last night.
He'll be beside himself. But let's do this first.
Chrissy's clickbait.
The word Kelsey has been all over the news on the weekend. And what's not Travis Kelsey? It's Jason, his brother.
The Bogan brother.
The brother looks sort of like a booper version of Travis. Like they're
He does.
identical, but he's just a bit older and greyer and chunkier.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how I feel about this, and I'm interested to hear how you feel. I'll give you a précis of what's happened. He's at a public event. He's doing some sort of ESPN, whatever. So he's at a footy game.
At a college.
Essentially. And someone yells out, "You are a homophobic slur." No, your brother is a homophobic slur for dating Taylor, which is stupid, right?
So dumb.
It's so dumb. Anyway, Jason's obviously in a bad mood or whatever. He punches the guy. Proper assault. And then says, "Who's the homophobic slur now?"
Yeah. Not great.
Thoughts about this?
I just think you got to be better in a scenario like that. Like, how easily triggered can you be? Like,
But what if that is the 1,000th time he's been better?
Okay.
Like, people go Taylor Swift with a monotony and
Yeah.
like nastiness that is reserved for only her. Imagine what he's copped. And I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying don't leave people
come
alone.
back. Jason should have come back at this dude using a different word or a different insult.
I know.
Like, it's that, had he not used that word, I don't think this would be that bad, but you've used that word back at him. So it's like you're both as bad as each other.
He used it 3 times.
Jason did.
Yeah.
Far out. And then also, like, imagine the situation that puts Taylor and Trav in, because Taylor, like, is a massive advocate for what are we called? LGBTQI plus?
Yes.
Yeah. she's
What are we called?
She's a big advocate for
Of
the
course.
gays.
And I reckon that Jason is as well. He's just angry and wasn't thinking.
Yeah, but
I don't think he's a homophobe. I really don't.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
It's just an awful, awful situation.
But clearly it didn't mess things up in the background too much, Swanee, because you were saying that Trav was at her show over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so...
I'm sure everything's fine there, but
Interesting.
it is it's almost like a choose your own adventure story. The first part is wrong. That stranger shouldn't have
Yes.
said that. The second part that Jason Kelsey responded with violence is also wrong, but I understand it kind of on provocation.
Yeah.
The next bit that happens is wrong. So it's like a Tina wafer, 3 layers. All right, let's move on to Kim Kardashian. And it's another one I want your opinion on, Jack. She has been labelled revolting and vulgar, which are 2 fairly strong adjectives, yeah, because she's worn, you probably don't remember it, but Princess Diana wore this massive sort of jewel-encrusted crucifix called the Atala Cross.
Okay.
And I think Kim might be a bit of a collector of significant jewellery.
Yes, and I think she definitely has an appreciation of past, like, sort of vintage jewellery.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think she owns a lot that's been owned by other celebrities as
Right,
well.
okay.
Anyway, people are mad because, Princess Diana wore it and she's passed away and people said it was revolting and vulgar. My question is this. Where's the line? People wear antique jewellery all the time of dead people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a
do.
really big, amazing thing to afford an antique ring. The person who originally had it, and probably the 10 people after that, are dead. There can't be anything wrong with wearing a dead person's ring.
No, I guess the argument, though, is someone as iconic as Lady Di and someone that was so sort of prolific that do we just let her have that moment and that be the moment only? But then that was sort of my initial thought, and I love Kim. That was the first thought I had. But then, Swanee, after reading this story, it was for sale on Sotheby's in 2023, on Sotheby's annual auction.
Yeah.
So if it's for sale, anyone could have bought it.
Of course.
Kim bought it, and she wore it. So tough shit.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah.
So why is it vulgar?
I agree. It's not like it's been in a museum or it's been
No.
No,
I think the problem people have is, to start with, because she also wore that Marilyn Monroe dress.
Yeah, people had an issue with that.
Do people have an issue with that too?
Yeah.
I think maybe it's if somebody dies of old age and you buy their, jewelry, that's fine. I think that's an homage.
Yes.
But if somebody dies tragically, I think there's a little stigma about
right.
that.
That sort of changes it a bit.
It's got bad juju, maybe.
But then,
because we know that Princess Diana died tragically.
Yes.
So did Marilyn Monroe.
But then maybe is it nice that it's carrying on Di's legacy?
See, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I don't either. And we're referencing her. Like, it's a reference. It's not like Kim's trying to hide the fact it's Lady Di's.
Yes, and I saw that, and my first thing was, I didn't know that Kim Kardashian had such respect for Princess Di.
Yeah, you saw it in a positive way.
Yeah, I saw it in a positive way. Yeah.
Nah, let's leave Kim alone. Also, it's just any excuse to hate on her.
I am going to leave you my collection of Lovisa hoops. They were
Thank you, Swan.
3 pairs for $15.
Great.
And I expect you to wear them.
I will sell them and try and get some cash for them.
25 cents.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.